Right. So, yeah. So, talking about all the servers, actually, it really looks so simple. But what we will be doing is we're gonna fetch the information from the database, which we will be creating using localhost XAMPP. So you can basically host that server online, which will really contain all your servers. You can do all that kind of stuffs. We will do that, so don't want to worry about that anymore. So let's just get started with all the servers, and we build the widgets and all that. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna create a new user control here. We're just gonna add a default user control, just user Windows control form. And from this user control form, just gonna call this control all service. Okay. No. Let's just rename this to uh CT. Let's just rename this to CTL service. Yeah, I think CTL service will be good. Then let's just try and keep up with the home. Let's just try and keep up with the home. So just want to keep the size of the home, really the same thing. Let's just paste it here. Perfect. Now let's keep the same image. So we're just gonna keep the same background color, and I'm just gonna paste it right here. That is for the back color, just like this. And with a Guna ellipse, I'm just gonna copy the one from here, then just paste it right here, and I'll set a target to the all service. All right. So basically, with the all service, I'm just gonna do some basic things. You know, sorry, just to make the project looks so simple and interesting. So I'm just gonna add layout. So this is gonna be a table layout, and I'll just dock this table layout to fill the whole screen. Yep. Then what I'll do is I'll just remove this row. Is it a column or is it a row? Is it, I think last row. I'll undo that. It's last column. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, put this into two section. And this top guy here is actually going to be a text, which will say maybe all servers or maybe something like that, some kind of a pop-up. Sorry, just to indicate that, okay, this is all servers, or something related to that. So I'm just gonna copy this guy, then I'll just paste this guy here. But it's not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a panel, just this panel, just put it here. Let's just dock it, then we paste it just like this. I'm just gonna say all servers, just like this. Yeah, so just like this. Great. So we have this all service, and I really love it. Now we can add a flow layout panel. That is what we're going to use most with this project, right? So we have a flow layout panel, and basically what this flow layout panel does is it actually helps to add some list of panels. So maybe when I add a panel here, then maybe I extend this panel, I do a whole lot of things with this panel. Maybe let's set a panel color to maybe red. This is just a demo thing I'm talking about. Can really copy and paste it. Can just paste it several times. That is how it's gonna be, right? So you can basically add more, and you can control them. So that is what I am trying to say here. So that is the use of the flow layout panel. But I first want us to I want us to first work with the design first so we can get to know how these things are gonna work, right? So that is it. So first things first, we just have to work out with you know the tab where it will tell you that okay, so this is one section we want to really talk about. So to get that, we just have to go to the controls and we're just gonna say add a new user control. This is going to be just gonna say CTL server panel, CTL, let's say tab, yeah, something like CTL tab. And I'm just gonna make it somehow like this. So I'm just gonna set the width of this. Let's see the width. So let's make it something like 630. Yeah, something like 630 is quite interesting. And what we're gonna do here is these are all buttons, right? These are all buttons. So I would like to prefer to make it a custom one. It's like I add a button, I add something unique, and yeah. So let's go back to let me just use the JC color picker to pick up a color from here. I think, yeah. So I have this color here. Then I add this as a background color. Perfect. Then this guy, I'll just add a panel, just a default panel right in here. Then I just dug the panel. Then I set a border style instead of none to fix single. Perfect. Now, once I have this, I have to set up a picture box. So that is where I add my transpic. I add just one picture here. It says failed to load toolbox transpic. It will be removed from the toolbox. Why? So why should it remove? Because I'm really using it somewhere here. So why? I really have to rebuild this transpic again. Let's just rebuild this. Yeah, and it should work. I don't know why it gave that error, but it should be able to work. So let's go in for the trans pick. Yeah, sometimes it will be messing up, but it will just work. Okay, so just put this here. That is actually going to be something like maybe something like the server or something like that. So I'm just gonna use think this guy is not gonna be bad. I'm just gonna use this guy as the location. Then I add let me just go to the all service. Let me just copy this guy, come back to the tab. Let's just paste this guy here. Yeah, let's just paste that guy there. So we change the font style of this. I mean the font size. So let's set the font size to something like 15 or maybe, some sorry, something like that. So this is going to be maybe country 1, country 2, country 3, country 4. All service is going to contain all the links, and I mean every link you want to give it to all service, that is where it's going to be. So let's assume that this label is going to be Canada, something like this. And here we have to add a button. So I'm just going to go to the CTL home and I'll just copy this button here. Just going to copy this button. Go to the all service trans. Okay, let's just get rid of this. So from here, let's just paste this here. Just put this here. Yep. Yeah, something like this, not something really tough, but something really clean and easy. So we're just gonna change this to connect. Okay, then let's set the font size to maybe 12. Yep. Yeah, let's set the font size to maybe 12. Yeah, so we have this. We just have to add something like a network pool, or anything like that. But I think I for this particular course purpose, I don't really wanna do that, right? I don't really want to do that. I just want to maintain the name. Just gonna say Canada or something like that. So I can now come to the server. Then I click on this flow layout panel. Then I just set auto size. I think I need auto scroll to be true. Now when I come here, then I say CTL tab. There you see the tab. I can then bring it here. You see? So I can now copy this guy, paste it several times just to make sure it is really working. Yeah. So I really have to go to the tab and just make it here. Let's see, to the tab. Let's just bring the size somewhere here. Save this and rebuild the solution. Just make sure it reflects from the dashboard. Sorry, let's come here. And there you go. So we have to close this and open it up again. That is from the service, and it's gonna work perfectly fine. There you go. As you can see, it's really fine. Okay, so we have to select all of them. Okay. Okay, then we just pull this back just like this. Okay. Right. So this really makes it cool. So we can set up a margin and a padding for this. Let's set a padding to 5, 5, 5, 5. Yeah. So we can get a little bit of spacing to this. Yeah. Let's see what we have here. All service. I think we should extend this a little bit, just like this. Yeah. Let's just save this and we are good to go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the home page, not the home page, not this one, but a form main. And what I'm going to do is from all the servers, I'm just going to build the solution once again. I'm just going to do a rebuild. Yep. Then I go to the main. Now I have all servers here. Just going to bring this all servers right here. There you go. So I have all servers activated just right here, right? Okay, so now with all servers, I mean with this service, yeah, that means we are good to go now, but we have to dock it, right? So if this should be the case, we just have to dock it to be filled. And yeah, so we have them here. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool. So let's first do some little bit adjustment work in this. So I'm just gonna go to the transpic and just want to make sure this is quite interesting. Yeah, just rebuild it. Everything seems to be cool. Yeah, so let's come to the main. Let's close it, come back to the main again. Yeah, so what do we have here? Let's see the service again. Yeah, so we simply have to move this here. Excellent. Then let's select the main all service. Then let's move it way somewhere here. There's somewhere here, something like that. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so we are done with this. Just rebuild a solution, and it's actually gonna work perfectly fine here. Yeah, you just have to do a very quick review. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we have done here, and we want to assign it to these buttons, right? We want to assign it to these buttons. So let me just send this service 1 to the back, and let's double click on this home. So we're just gonna say um CTL home 1 dot bring to front, CTL home 1 dot visible equals true. Then we say CTL. Yeah, that is basically that is what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna save this, then we come to the main. Let's just double click on this, and just gonna say CTL server, CTL all um okay, so what is the name of this thing? Just have to make sure we know the name. So that is all servers. It's not CTL, so we just have to go something like all servers, all servers 1 dot bring to front, all servers dot visible equals true, just something like this, and that should do. So let's just start it up. Right, so let's click on this, click on this, click on this. Perfect. Connect, and yeah, it really works fine. So this guy needs to be fixed. That is the reason why it was not really working. So you just have to go back here, and this guy needs to be deleted. Then let's go back to the main server. Let's see what we have here. So I think it's cool. Just have to push this way little, just like that. Okay, let's save this and rebuild this solution. Yeah, let's go to the main. Let's start it once again. I mean, it should be able to work. Yeah, let's go to the all service. Okay, yeah, this is really cool. So you just have to make this icon very small. So just go to the tab, click on this. We set it to normal, so let's set it to zoom. Then let's just put it back. Something like this is good. Yeah. Then let's set the text here. That looks awesome. Let's push this back. Okay, let's rebuild a solution. Yeah, you can really modify it according to anyhow you think you can do this. It really works fine, and no problem at all. And the same thing is actually going to happen for the rest. So we just going to do that in no time, so you don't have to worry. Everything is going to be cool. So I'm just going to delete everything from here. Then I add a C tab again. So this is it. I can now copy, paste it several times. Yeah, so that is it. It's really cool now. Let's just rebuild the solution once again, and we are good to go. Perfect. So now we can start our project once again. Okay, so fully customizable. We can move it around and go to all servers, and boom, there you go. So meaning we still have to push it a little, way back, and that can also be done. So we simply have to go to the servers, no, the home. Let's just check the home size. I mean, the home size, like that. Let's just copy that, come to the servers, select the servers, and let's just paste the size here. Yeah, So we can really push this way back a little, just like that. And yeah, so let's see the size of this. I just really want to play along with the size. Let's come to this. And yeah, okay. So let's bring this guy here. Let's rebuild the solution again. You have to try and work out with building of solutions and all that, because it's really really important. You have to you have to be aware of this. It's really really important to get in touch with these things. So I'm just going to delete them once more. Yep. Then I add it again, just like that. Now it's super. Okay, so we have it here. That looks perfect. Let's just build a solution and everything should seems right. Perfect. So now when I start a project, you will then see we have a very nice server side. There you go. Very, very beautiful. And we have the home, we have the server side. Yeah, so we've now done this section. So what we're going to do basically is very simple. So I want to change the button color to this base color, just to make it looks much more rich and much more interesting. So I'm just going to choose from the main color, this color. Okay, then let's just rebuild this. But first of all, I think this button has something called the stroke, or the custom outline and all that. So we can play along with the outline as well. So let's see. I think it should be somewhere here. That is border color. Let's set it to white. And with the border radius, I think is the border thickness, right? So border thickness, let's set it up to 2,2,2,2,2. Okay, so this is it. Now that is the border radius. Come on, where is it? Okay, border thickness. Let's just set it to 1,1,1,1. Okay. So if that should be the case, then we have to set the border radius to maybe 5. Oh, come on. Yeah, just to make the feel of it. Save and just rebuild this. Excellent. And what if we set the border what if we set the border mode, think, is it the border style? Let's see. Okay, no problem. No problem. Think we have really figured it out, and it's really good. Yeah. Okay, good. So this is really amazing and I really love it. Yeah, I really love this. I really love this. And we will be calling them from the database, so we don't really have to worry. But quickly, let's just create these pages. So we have to create about 1, 2, 3, 4 additional screens. Basically they are going to be the same. So we're just going to go to the servers here. We're just going to create a new control. I'm just going to say CTL, and that is going to be download. CTL downloading. Yeah. Then go to the servers. First of all, let's check the size. So just going to go to the servers. Copy the size. Let's go to the downloading. Then let's paste the size here. Perfect. And also the background color is also important, so just have to set the background color to the color. Then let's go to the servers. Let's copy everything from the servers. Let's just paste them in here just like that. And this is going to be the target for downloading. Perfect. This is going to be for downloading, so just going to be something like for downloading. Then you're just going to center this. Okay, excellent. We are done with the downloading, so let's go to add a new user control that is going to be for streaming. CTL streaming. Okay, then we add let's go to the home. Let's just keep the size. Then let's copy everything here, paste it here. Let's just keep the color. Right, so just gonna say for streaming. All right, okay, so this guna is gonna be targeted to the streaming. Yep, and that is good. So we have to set two more, that is social. So just gonna add user control CTL social, add it up. Then we're just gonna do the same thing, so we're just gonna add the size first. Second, we add a color. And then third, we just copy everything here. Then we paste here. Then instead of for streaming, we say that is going to be for social. So, okay. Yeah. Excellent. So you have to set this gonna elect target to social. Yeah. One last one. And yeah. So this is going to be CTL gaming. Yeah. So just have to set the size first. Then we set the color. Then we just copy everything. Then just paste it. Now we can say for gaming. Okay. Then we set the guna elip to gaming. Excellent. So we just have to rebuild everything, and it's just gonna rebuild everything. So we are good to go now, and we have all those tabs here. So all we have to do is just go to the main, and from the main just have to add them. So we've added all servers, so we just have to add CTL downloading here. Just dock it to fill the parent container. Dock it. Then let's send it back. Then let's add for streaming. So that is going to be streaming. Yep. Do the same thing. Set the dock to fill. send it to back. Yeah, so that is for streaming. Let's say social. Undo that. Put it here, social. Then we just have to dock it. So let's go to the dock. Yeah, let's send it back. Okay, so let's go to gaming. That is last one. Yeah, then let's dock it. Let's just dock it. Let's send it back. Now let's go to the downloads. Then we're just gonna copy the same thing. I mean here, paste it. Then we say CTL downloading one. Okay. Then we say streaming. So we're just gonna copy the same thing. Set the streaming. So CTL streaming one. CTL streaming one. Good. And after the streaming, we go in for social. So it's just gonna be the same thing. So CTL social one. Yeah. Then we have the last one. That is for gaming. So we're just gonna copy this. Paste it here. CTL gaming. Undo that. Okay. So now we can test it out just, to see if everything really works fine. Then we are good to go. So all servers for downloading, for streaming, for social, and for gaming go back to connect, right? Okay, so that is what we have done so far. All the screens are available now. We will end here, and on our next video we're just going to see how we can work it out with the login screen. Yeah, just gonna pop up a screen for people to log in and all that kind of stuff, right? Okay, we're just gonna do that on our next video. So until then, have a nice day, and Software Original is out.